What's good? It's your boy Jay, that's me. Let's dive into WrestleDream for October the 1st, 2023. I promised you all I would do a WrestleDream review, so here it is, and here we are. Overall, WrestleDream was okay for the most part. Nothing too spectacular happened except for the main event, and we'll talk about that when we get there. But other than that, most of the matches I really wasn't into at all, and most of these matches should have taken place on Dynamite or Collision. That's just what it felt like. None of these matches felt special. None of these matches felt must-see. All these matches could have taken place on Dynamite or Collision. Most of them, if we're being honest. So, we're going to get into the pre-show first, real quick. Then we're going to go right into the main card. So, the pre-show had 4 matches. Match 1, it was Mercedes Martinez and Diamante and Shane Taylor and Liam Moriarty versus Billy Starks, Athena, Keith Lee, and Satoshi Tojima. So, basically, the babyfaces won that. Who cares? Moving on. Josh Barnett, who is really good, versus Claudio Castagnoli. Claudio Castagnoli wins. I wish that this would have taken place on Dynamite versus taking place on 0 Hour, but that's just me. I would love for them to be on Dynamite, giving me about 15 minutes to tell a story and all that. That would have been kind of cool. It is what it is, though. Moving on. Nick Wayne versus Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus wins. And in the post-match, Nick Wayne's mom, she belittles Luchasaurus, which was funny. Next, the Acclaimed, which is Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, and Billy Gunn versus the Mighty Don't Kneel, which is Shane Haste, which is a.k.a. Slapjack, Mickey Nolas, Bad Dude Tito. Bad Dude Tito is tremendous. Fucking love him. He's super tremendous. This is for the AEW Trios titles. So the Acclaim, they win. On to the main card. First match of the night for WrestleDream was MJF versus the Righteous Vincent and Dutch. It's a 2-on-1 handicap match for the ROH Tag Team Championships. So MJF gets the win via the Heat Seeker, and he also was able to body slam Dutch, and he shoved Vincent's head into Butch's ass, like he promised he would do when he cut a promo before the match. So there is that. Moving on, Tatsuyori Shibata versus Eddie Kingston. And both of Eddie Kingston's titles are on the line. So Eddie Kingston retains via the spinning back fist into the powerbomb for the 1-2-3. Post-match, Eddie Kingston and Tatsuyori Shibata, they embrace, they hug each other, they sit in Indian style, and they shake each other's hands. That was fucking cool. I'm pretty sure if Antonio Inoki was still living, he would have loved that moment. That was great. A really good heartfelt moment there. Moving on. Chris Statlander versus Julia Hart for the TBS Championship. Really decent match here. I kind of dug this match. Julia used the mist, which is great because she's playing into her heel character, which actually makes a lot of sense. Julia is very, very tiny, so she does have to use, mist and other things to get herself over because she's so damn small. But she did very good in this match here. So Chris Statlander wins via the Sunday Night Fever with a 1-2-3. So I guess they're gonna continue this feud. It makes sense. This will probably bleed into Dynamite and Collision, I would assume. Next, the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match, which I was not excited about at all. This wasn't. And this is for a future shot at the AEW Tag Team Championships. So it was the Young Bucks, the Lucha Bros, the Guns, Colton and Austin, and the mismatched team of Hook and Orange Cassidy. So the Young Bucks, they get the win via the V trigger, the BTE trigger. Figures. So we're going to get FTR and Young Bucks 4. Oh my God, what the fuck? The fucking tag feud that never ends. Oh my God. Holy shit. I don't get what more they can do, if we're being honest. Like, what more can the Young Bucks and FDR do to each other? What more? I don't fucking know. Who gives a damn? Moving on. Match 5. Hangman Adam Page versus Swerve. And this match was lit. I fucking love this. This was a great match here. Towards the end of the match, Swerve did a stomp to the shoulder of Hangman Page, where he couldn't use the buckshot lariat. Hangman was able to hit the buckshot lariat, but he got a 2 count from the cover. And then Swerve did not 1, but 2 drive-by kicks. 2 house call kicks into the JML driver for the 1-2-3, which was great. So Swerve wins this. I'm pretty sure this is going to kickstart his feud with Adam Hangman Page. It's not over with by a long shot. So I assume this will probably conclude at Full Gear next month, towards the end of November. So I wouldn't be shocked if we get like a Dynamite match between the two, or a Collision match between the two, whichever floats your boat. It doesn't matter to me. But we are going to get a second match, and I do think we'll probably get one probably in the next few weeks, where Hangman will get his W back, and then the feud will be 1-1, and then we'll end the feud at Full Gear. But Swerve is the fucking man. I'm glad that he won. It makes perfect sense. Swerve needs to be a champion, whether it's TNT champion or the AEW International champion. That would be great. But the guy is fucking good. Swerve deserves to be a main event guy. He can go. The guy's good. He's got very good promo skills, very good character and everything. Swerve needs to be a champion. He needs to have championship gold before the end of 2023. And if Tony Khan does not do that, he is a coward. He is a spineless, no good coward. Moving on. A match that's still taking place on either Dynamite or Collision, mainly Collision, because that's Ricky Starks' show. Wheeler Yuta versus Ricky Starks. John Moxley was on commentary. He was funny as fuck. I enjoyed it. He's great on commentary. Moxley made me enjoy this match with him on it. He was great. This was great. So Ricky Starks gets the win via the spear into the road shampoo for the 1, 2, 3. And then Ricky Starks stared a hole through Jon Moxley. So whenever Jon Moxley is cleared, he'll probably be feuding with Ricky Starks. So that should be great here. Next, moving on, Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. And once again, Jon Moxley was on commentary, so he made this match enjoyable. And I'm not a fan of Zack Sabre Jr. I'm just not. He's just a boring, bland British fuck. Like, he is super boring. Very, very boring. But Danielson gets the win via the Psycho knee. It took two of them to put away Zack Sabre Jr. And I forgot to mention, Nigel McGuinness said on commentary that Zack Sabre Jr. is still the best technical wrestler in the world because Danielson didn't beat him with a submission hold. He just beat him with a regular move. So they'll probably run this back maybe at Full Gear, I would assume. Next, Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, and Kota Ibushi versus Tenosuke Takeshita, Will Ospreay, and Sammy Guevara, aka the Don Callis family. So the Don Callis family win. Towards the end of the match, Don Callis hit Chris Jericho in the head with Chris Jericho's bat, and Sammy Guevara slid in for the 1, 2, 3. So that was good there. That makes sense. Continuing that feud. Next, this match could have taken place on Collision. This would be Aussie Open, which is Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis, versus FTR, which is Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. It was for the AEW Tag Team Championships. FTR get the win via the Super Shatter Machine for the 1, 2, 3. Who gives a fuck? Again, boring British fucks. That would be Aussie Open. I mean, boring Aussie fucks. I'm being serious. Like, what's the appeal of Aussie Open? Nothing. They suck. Seriously. They suck. Main event. Christian Cage versus Darby Allin for the TNT Championship. A 2 out of 3 falls match. So Darby gets the first win. Within like the first 5 minutes of the match. Christian Cage gets the second win via a count out. He threw Darby into the steel steps, and that's how he got the second fall. Then the third fall was to Christian Cage because Nick Wayne came down and he got involved, and Nick Wayne turned heel. He struck Darby in the head with the TNT Championship, and Christian Cage won. Also during the match, Christian Cage tore apart the ring, and he did a frog splash on the stretcher that Darby was on, so that was pretty cool there. And then post-match, Nick Wayne, Christian Cage, and Luchasaurus proceeded to beat down Darby. Sting came out, but the numbers game took over. And then we got Edge showing up, which was great. So Edge showed up. So the lights go out. And then the screen said, our feature presentation. So I was thinking it was going to be Sami Callihan, but it wasn't. So it was Edge. He got a massive fucking pop. He acted like he was going to help out Christian Cage, but then he beat down Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne with the steel chair. He speared Luchasaurus, and he stared down Christian Cage. Christian Cage scurried up the ramp, and he was shocked that Edge was there. And then Edge shook the hands of Darby Allin and Sting, and the three of them stood tall. And that's how WrestleDream went out the air. So a very good show there. I am glad that Edge is with AEW. I think it's a great move. It makes sense. I did listen to a small bit of the media scrum. So Edge is going to be full-time. I don't know how I feel about that. I think that's not going to be a good move. That takes away Edge's mystique. That takes away his special attraction status that he has. I don't want Edge to be like an every week regular roster guy. I don't like that. Edge should be treated like he was in WWE, which is basically being just a small attraction. We should see him really just in certain feuds, and we should see him maybe about 4 or 5 times a year for those said feuds, and that's it. You know, you can bring him in on a Dynamite or a Collision every so often, but we don't need to see Edge on a weekly basis. We just don't. That's just my opinion. But overall, WrestleDream was okay. A rather bit too long for my liking, but it is what it is. But what did you guys think? Like, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.